Well, it's bedtime in the house of Aquinos, and I've already made two videos on Instagram about this, and this is like my final one. I'm gonna post this to my channel. I'm gonna post this to the YouTube channel because I kind of forget, but I'm gonna post the other videos too. If I have the moment, I'll see if I can like meld them together for one longer video. But anyway, this is just gonna be my final take because this is just some bullshit, and I'm fucking tired of human beings. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of y'all, sick to death of y'all. Um, about this Kobe situation, and there's people on my Instagram arguing, and with me and with other people, and people on my Facebook feed saying things. And look, I've already made myself fucking clear, but y'all get off on not fucking hearing people. So I'm gonna say it again. I am not saying that you have to uplift Kobe Bryant, right? That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that his death came as a shock. It was tragic. Him, his daughter, his young daughter, and other people in their families died in that crash. And, before we decide to drag someone to death that's already dead, if we could just take a breather, have a little compassion, have a little empathy, and just curb our enthusiasm to drag every fucking dead person, particularly celebrities, deeper down into their grave. We do this to everyone. We do this to everyone that dies. And I'm self reflecting with the things that I'm posting about. And what I'm trying to say to you is that it's fucking gross. It lacks any fucking humanity. You don't have any compassion. It shows deep down how much fucking anger you got in your soul. And I'm saying, can you just take a moment and reflect and just pause? I'm not saying don't bring up his past. I'm not saying forgive him. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is pause. Pause. I I was one of the first people on my timeline to post about this shit. And when it shit finally hit, within the same hour, people were already dragging him. Y'all have done this to everyone. Y'all do this to drug addicted celebrities. Y'all do this to any fucking body with any kind of flaw on their life. And it's fucking disgusting. It's unnecessary. What is going on within us when this is what excites us? Right? Not to mention, and I posted this on my IG. I'll see if I can put everything together. Not to mention, he is one of the only, to my recollection, and in the piece that was written in the Nation about coming to grips with his apology for the rape. um he apologized. Something that never happened. Something that no rapist, no man that has ever assaulted, no matter that's ever touched me in an inappropriate way. Nothing. I've never in the history of this heard an apology. And I'm not saying that, oh my God, his apology, we should forgive him and move on, because I feel very strongly about, violent men, and that they get away with just being able to say, I'm sorry. And they don't even have to fucking mean it. We're very forgiving to the patriarchy. So I feel very strongly that an apology is never enough, and there's a lot more that needs to be done, like compensating the victims, putting money into spaces that support victims, and also training the men that are the boys that are grow up to be men, and even the men that commit these crimes, no matter how small, to be better human beings and to be more respectful of women that exist on this fucking planet with them. So an apology is never enough. But the bottom line is that there was one. There was one after the fact, and maybe he was atoning for his sins. We don't fucking know. Whatever the case is, that never happens, right? And again, I'm not bringing that up to say forgive him and move on. What I'm saying is that, we're fucking complicated human beings, all of us, and we are very quick to the moment that there's a flaw, we're very quick to really illuminate that. And we never think about anything else that a person has done in their lives, right? All I'm saying is it could have just been a day. Y'all could have just given it a day to just be like, okay, this man just died in a tragic accident. Let me take a breather before I start dragging him literally within 30 fucking minutes. The fucking claws of every fucking man, woman, and child comes out on the internet. All I'm saying is, why is this always our first reaction? Why? Kobe is just the example that I'm using right now, but this could easily be anyone. Somebody dies of a fucking drug overdose. Y'all fucking talk about that, you know? Somebody they slapped a baby one time. Y'all bring that up. That one time 20 years ago she slapped that fucking toddler on the ass. Y'all bring that shit up. What the fuck is wrong with us? This is what I'm trying to understand, right? The crimes that we all commit, they're going to be there. You know, somebody's going to drag us out one day too, you know. But stop being so hell bent on trying to misunderstand me and calling me a rape apologist, comparing Kobe to R. Kelly, to Donald Trump. Are you fucking serious? Like, is that how far you're? How is them neck muscles, boo? Because you are fucking reaching. Have you broken a fucking vessel in your fucking neck? That's how far you're reaching. Listen, the buzzwords, the buzz phrases, the antiquated social media debates and defenses and the language that you all want to use, you can take that shit and shove it right up your fucking ass because I don't care. If me saying to you that I'm asking for a moment of reflection within ourselves. And if we can just have a moment of empathy, if me saying that to you from somebody that just died in a tragic accident with their child and other people with their children or their loved ones or their friends, whomever was in that plane, because I haven't finished looking up the rest of the situation yet because I've just been so exhausted with what's going on in social media. If me saying have just a moment of reflection, just take a break, take a moment and just like, if we can just hold space even for Kobe's family or the other people's families, if we can just hold space for that for a moment before we go on the attack, if that makes me a rape apologist, if that's the hill that you want to die on, baby, get up on there and jump off. Okay? Because this is bullshit. I don't really take kindly to people calling me these names, but I'm letting it kind of roll off my back tonight because it's absolutely ridiculous. You know? And one girl, I don't even know if it's a girl, I don't even know who it is. One person was like, are you gonna feel the same way if R. Kelly dies? Actually, no, bitch, I'm not. I'm gonna be rejoicing because I don't fucking like R. Kelly. I've never actually liked him. Ever, ever, ever. I have been watching him. I have been hating him for a very long time. So, if R. Kelly dropped dead tomorrow, I'm gonna be rejoicing like the fucking, ding dong, the witch is dead. Don't fucking compare apples and oranges, though. Don't compare somebody that fucking like lures underage girls and pulls up at high schools and all that shit to this incident. It's just not the fucking same. But a sexual assault is a sexual fucking assault, right? And all these people should pay. And yes, we don't have to forgive them. We don't have to fucking hold them up on any pedestals. We don't have to give a fuck about their contributions in life. I get that shit. All I'm saying is this was a sudden tragic accident. It came as a shock to a lot of us. And it would have been nice to just have a moment where I didn't have to see that flooded all over my fucking social media. And y'all do that shit all the fucking time. Y'all do that to every person in celebrity land that dies. Y'all can't give it a breath before we're ready to tear somebody down. So what I want to know is, what is going on with us? Why do we seem to not have any humanity? Do you know how far we're going to have to reach to try to find one person? And I already said who that one person was, Prince. To find two people on this planet that when they drop dead, that we're not going to be like, well, that person was a piece of shit. We're going to be searching for a very long time for that. None of us have this clean fucking slate. None of us are fucking perfect. You know what I mean? And again, this is not to say that you have to care, but don't fucking tell me I'm policing you by asking you if you can just have pause And in the meantime, you're policing me and telling me basically I should shut the fuck up and allow people to just fucking like accept the way that they're reacting. You can do whatever you want. I'm never going to tell somebody how they should react, how they should behave. What I'm saying is, can you consider that maybe it's too soon? Can you consider that you can care? Okay, you don't have to give a fuck about Kobe and his family, but can you actually give a fuck for a moment about the people that are feeling shock about this? That's all I'm saying. Can you consider that that's happening? Can you consider people are hurt? Can you consider that that even not even people are hurt? Can you just consider that the utter shock, like a 41-year-old man that you grew up seeing on TV just suddenly fucking dies in a plane crash with his kid and other friends and family going to go teach basketball. I'm just asking for space. I'm just asking for us to have a little bit more um just a little bit more feeling in our heart for each other. That's all I'm saying to you. I ain't saying tomorrow you can't get the fuck up, or even 5 minutes from the time that you just hold space. Like none of the people that I had to delete, block, or unfollow, none of them were just like, well, shit. Condolences to the family before they were like, oh, he was a violent fucking rapist. I'm like, yo, really? It hadn't even been an hour yet. I swear to God, it had not even been an hour. And this is who we have become. I don't know if this is how we've always been, or if social media is just illuminating this, but it's fucking gross. There's nothing wrong with me telling you that it's fucking gross. And there's nothing wrong with you being fucking upset at the things that he's done. There's nothing, it's fine. You don't have to forgive anybody. Listen, I am the fucking queen of grudges. We don't got to forgive nobody that we don't want to forgive. But goddamn, can't we just pause for a moment and just like give people space to grieve? We're all not going to agree on the same thing every time. And I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm dead fucking right and you should listen to me. But I am saying that I've even done this shit too. And as I stated in the earlier videos, I had recently done this kind of thing to a tragedy that was happening. And somebody had to tell me that, yeah, you're not wrong. It's just too soon. People are going through it. People are shocked. People are trying to figure out how to deal with this. And here I am sounding off on some shit. It's very egotistical. Our egos are just so loud, that we only want to just do whatever the fuck it tells us to do impulsively. And we can just calm that shit down every now and then, once in a while. But it's fucking disgusting and it's debilitating to look at and hear every time someone drops dead, that the first thing we want to fucking do is talk about what kind of piece of shit they were. What kind of piece of shit are you? Have you atoned for your goddamn sins? Have you said sorry? Have you reflected? Have you done any of that work? Damn. That's all I'm saying to you. Y'all want to come out with these crazy ass, y'all got a bunch of shit to say about who I am, and you know what, whatever, cancel me. I'm fucking problematic. Tell every fucking body, cancel me. Y'all always fucking looking for some shit. Why are you always digging for some shit? Why are y'all always trying to find some shit to drag someone about? This is all I'm saying to you. It is there. Everything that we have done wrong is there. We overshare. We do all these things on social media. It's there, right? Just hold space for people to just grieve. It doesn't even have to be an entire fucking day. It can just be a fucking hour. I didn't see any of that with some of the shit that was showing up on my timeline within no time of this man's death being reported. And if you want to see me as a bad person for that, then you know what? So be it. I don't really give a fuck. I'm bad. Keynote is a fucking crazy bitch. She's a rape apologist. I mean, watch your fucking mouth, because I will punch you in your fucking mouth if you say that shit to me to my face. Don't say that shit to me to my face. But whatever. If you want to be hell-bent on misunderstanding me, if it makes you feel good to call me these names, to really diss my character and then diss the work that I have been doing, the life's work that I have been doing and about situations like this, you got a fucking problem. Because that's the thing that's the problem I have with y'all. Y'all want to hear what you want to hear and then completely erase all the history and work someone has been putting in to the very thing that you're trying to like accuse them of doing that. And when they've constantly been countering that their whole fucking lives, that's where y'all actually become fucked up. But listen, whatever, if that makes you sleep good at night, it's okay. But trust me, the time is going to come when you're going to be in this similar situation where a tragedy is going to happen. And instead of people giving you a moment to mourn, and it could be anything, it doesn't have to be a death of a celebrity that you liked or admired. It doesn't even have to be the death of anyone, but it can be a very similar situation you're going to come into. And this is going to happen, and no one's going to give you a fucking moment to feel and to process before they start jamming you with some negative shit. And then you're going to understand. So sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.